Hi everyone, I'm Maribel Aber for the Broadway Channel with your sneak peek at Ghost the Musical on Broadway.
Here right now, here right now, this is what we're living for. This is when we give into the moment and let go. Here right now, here right now, now is when I truly know that we were meant to be.
I think they can expect something they've never seen before. The word that's always used about Ghost is surprising. People are surprised at what they see. And we are using technology, which we could really only do now because it has progressed in not just in what it does, but its cost and its noise factor. I mean, if you can imagine projectors in a theatre, 10 years ago you couldn't do that because they're too noisy. And we've created illusions. We've been developing the show for 4 or 5 years, prototyping some illusions that haven't been done for 100 years. And Matthew has really meshed these illusions with the story, so the story never gets halted. And honestly, I don't think anybody's seen anything like this before.
I had to learn that you can't just take a scene and put songs in it, a scene from the movie, because it's too bloated, it doesn't work. And what I started to understand is that I had to really take the scene and make it into small vignettes and then put the song as the scene in the middle. The song, for me, became the close-up. In movies, it's so easy to move into somebody. On stage, you can't do that. So a song brings you in.
I actually think that what's most exciting and surprising to people are the illusions in the show, which we can't tell you much about. You just have to come check it out. But they're just brilliant, and they're things people haven't seen in the theater before. It's one thing to go to a film and a movie and watch something 3D happen and think, oh, that's cool. But when it's live before your eyes, it kind of takes it to a whole other level.
Yeah, when you see someone physically walk through a door or just disappear a few feet away from you, it's kind of crazy. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what people think.
Amazing. Glenn Ballard, Dave Stewart, rock legends. The score is, can I say kick-ass? It is.
You just did.
I did say that.
I need you to believe it. Don't stop now. You can feel me inside you. Don't lose me.
About 6 years ago, actually, I was first approached by Colin Ingram and David Garfinkel, producers, and I immediately asked if the script was being written by, or if the screenplay writer was involved, because it was such a good screenplay that won the Academy Award by Bruce Joel Rubin. And when they said yes, he was, I said, well, can I meet him? And we had a great meeting together, and Glenn and I love working together, and I said, well, I'd like you to meet Glenn Ballard, who I would love to do it with together, jointly, and we worked really well together, and suddenly a magic team was formed right there and then. And then when Matthew Warchus was brought in, or Matthew Warchus, it was bingo, It was like, we just never had a real sort of fallout or a stressful time. It was always like there's always a solution, because each person had their own sort of sparkling sort of mind that could say, how about this, or how about fixing it this way,
What you see in the movie is a depiction of the inner life that we get to explore through the songs, and it's just such a rich setup for us to have this wonderful scenario and plot where these characters get to reveal themselves, and then in these moments where in a film you can't stop and have them talk about all of their stuff, we get to do it in our songs. So it's, on some level, we feel a great responsibility to the characters, but then we also feel a great creative freedom to be able to run with them and to try to understand what it is that drives them. And we've had the creator of those characters with us every step of the way to help us understand what motivates them. So it's been a whole lot of fun and a great learning experience.
Every place we ever walked in, everywhere we talked, I miss you. You never leave my mind.
tell you what I was most surprised with when I saw the show in London. I was surprised how quickly it got me here. Because I know the story, a lot of people know the story, and even for people who don't, there are some things that will tug on your heartstrings right away. I mean, I was reaching for my Kleenex like before I had prepared to, and I think you'll be surprised by that. And also the illusions, some of the stage magic is just mind-numbingly good.
Audiences are going to be off their seats about the magic, and I can't tell. I'm sworn to secrecy. We actually have to take an oath. We can't tell. It's ridiculous. And you know why it's ridiculous? Because it's crazy in the movie. At the time when that movie was made, the stuff that they were doing, right? Us as viewers, we were like, whoa, that's trippy. The penny is floating. But we make this happen on a stage. It feels like a David Copperfield show, really, that you're like, whoa, how's this happening? And it's funny, because I'm even in the show, and so when they'll rehearse some of the magic bits, I always run off stage, because I'm like, I don't want to know. And I will do that till I'm done with this run, because it just keeps it so alive. This magic, it will floor you. It'll absolutely floor you.
Thanks for watching. I'm Maribel Aber for the Broadway Channel. I'll see you on Broadway.